Two cops sympathetically took a statement from the murderer. The man sitting across from them had his head down, eyes red. He was detailing the events of the horrific incident that happened the night before. That night, John and his friends had been partying at his house until late. After the party ended, John was still immersed in the joy of it all. The beer at home had run out. He decided to go to the supermarket to buy some more. On the way, John wasn't sure if he had properly secured the fire guard on the stove, but he hoped for the best, thinking it wouldn't be a big deal. However, when he returned, the sight in front of him instantly broke him down. The fire had consumed his house. It wasn't until the next day that the fire was finally put out. Firefighters pulled two black bags from the wreckage. They were his two beloved daughters, and the youngest son had been consumed by the flames. There was no body left. His wife cried uncontrollably, devastated, until she passed out from oxygen deprivation, and was rushed to the hospital by ambulance. He wanted the law to punish him, but the cops didn't harshly criticize him. Instead, they gently comforted him, telling him to stay strong, because forgetting to turn off the fire wasn't a crime. They even thoughtfully arranged for a car to take him home. At this point, John had already lost the will to live. When the cops weren't paying attention, he grabbed one of their weapons, planning to commit suicide, but was stopped by nearby officers. Afterward, he chose to leave Manchester, full of pain, heading alone towards Boston Road. But misfortune didn't stop. That day, he received a call from the Manchester Central Hospital. He rushed to the hospital to visit his brother, but when he entered the room, he was told his brother had already passed away. He hadn't made it in time to say goodbye. John was probably a bit sad, but then he quickly hid his sadness with a cold expression. So he left the hospital with mixed emotions and headed to the school to pick up his nephew, who didn't know yet. But at the school's hockey rink, the once normal nephew suddenly charged at his opponent with force. Then they started fighting. The coach quickly rushed in to break them up, but the nephew cursed at the coach, showing jealousy and rebellion. All this strange behavior was because the nephew saw Uncle John. In the nephew's mind, John's appearance usually meant something had happened to his father.